Hey guys, Von Baden here. Today, I'm going to do a tutorial on my sickle for my dove act. With Halloween coming up, this would be a good topic to do. So, stay tuned. Hey guys, Von Baden back. Like I said, today we're going to cover this sickle here and trying to get everything in shot. Apparently that's not gonna work, so let's go this way. There we go. Too much stuff, not enough room for everything. So I'm gonna cover how I made this. This is for my Dove Show character, the Grim Reaper, who always carries sickle on his staff to collect souls and all that fun stuff. So here we go. I showed you the bag of bones. This skull is out of a bag of bones, just like the ones I showed you. And actually, let me back train up here. So I wanted to make this, and I didn't want to do the wood look. So I ended up getting myself a piece of PVC tubing. I want to say it was 1.5 inches, maybe an inch. And then, it's probably 4 or 5 feet tall, if that. And I wanted to make something that wasn't wood looking. So this is what I ended up coming up with. So I ordered off of Amazon, I ordered a sickle, and it was very cheap. It was plastic, and the whole staff part of it was plastic tubes screwed together, and when you put it together, it's wonky, and it's just but it had a head on it, so I used the last half of it because I couldn't detach the head from I want to say the staff was maybe, that section was a foot long. So what I did was I took the original headpiece and put it inside the PVC tubing, hot glued it on, and then later I took and cut. Granted, the blade isn't where I want it or how I want it yet. I'm still working on coming up with some solutions for that. But I took and I cracked the back of the skull open and put it over the head and hot glued it on there so it would hold its place. Did a little bit of blood splatter and whatnot on there, and then did creepy cloth, hot glued that down. So my favorite thing to do is the toilet paper, school glue and water mix. And I, once again, do not have a paintbrush. Sorry about that. But when you're putting it on this, the spirit book, anything that you're wanting that wrinkly, mummified skin look, you just lay the toilet paper on there, and then use the brush to kind of push it down. And as long as you're trying not to lay it nice and smooth, you'll get these really cool wrinkles that come up in it. So what I did to start before doing that is I found these little skulls, and there's even tinier ones, and I took toilet paper and I twisted it into these little mounds, and I hot glued those around the skulls after I glued the skulls on there. So those got put on there. Once that was done, I left the handheld section, of course, nothing there. Then the rest of this I covered in the toilet paper, doing the same thing with these skulls. Hot glued them to the PVC, took the toilet paper, hot glued it around that till I got to about right there. The rest of this is actually just PVC with nothing else on it. So once I had all the skulls where I wanted them, I took and started to do the layers of toilet paper. Like I said, I did not try to lay them nice, neat, and flat. I wanted just to lay them on there and then use the brush to push them down to get them to give that textured look, which you can definitely see on camera. Once that was done, did the flat black paint on it, and then came back and see if I can get this turned around to where you can see it. That's a no. Let's go a little bit further down. Once again, doing the darker browns, going to light, and then I came back and did darker browns to kind of peek through to give more of a discolored. I wanted more discolored than all one tone, because from stage, granted, one tone is probably going to stand out a little bit more, but little details like that, if they are very visible from stage, will definitely pop a bit more. So did the dark brown to lights, and then I went back and did some spotty here and there with the darker colors to give some more detail. Around the skulls, I did this deep red to kind of symbolize more of a wet flesh that's kind of still got some blood coming off of it, that is around the skulls. And then I went and took some school glue, water, and put a little bit of green food coloring in it to, I don't know how well that's going to show up, but there is a green tint to the flesh there, to give it more of a rotted flesh feel of it. Then let's move the camera up a little bit. There we go. Then these are all glued together and have a string strung through them. Well, it's actually twine strung through them for the hanging element there on the staff. I'm thinking, trying at least, I'm going to use a red hot glue gun stick and kind of give it that bubbled, running down the blade look of blood on the blade, kind of similar to the move the camera again so you can see me. similar to the candle that I did for the book stand. So that's the basics of that. Hope you enjoyed. If you're new to my channel, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for the next tutorial. Thanks. Bye.